Audio Jungle.
If you are not confident in your English, every time you stand up on stage or communicate with someone face to face, you keep stumbling. Even though you have many ideas in your head, you don't remember which word to use to express your ideas fully. Speaking while being afraid of making mistakes, gradually you become embarrassed and insecure, not daring to use your English to have fun conversations in daily communication. Well, if you're facing these problems, don't worry, because in this video, I will share the entire roadmap, method, and learning resources that I used to go from someone who struggled with English, using English to work for 3 companies in the US and the Netherlands, after only 2 months, while I was still a second-year student. Maybe I no longer feel nervous or embarrassed every time I speak English. Now I can confidently use this language to make friends, communicate, and seek new opportunities for myself. What I share is all based on my own experience and effective. First, let's review a bit about why you still can't speak fluent English, even though you have spent decades in school cramming a lot of English grammar and vocabulary. The answer is because you are learning English in reverse, or what is also called learning English in a very asymmetrical way. This is a scientifically proven fact. I'm not making it up. Specifically, when we learn English as a language for communication purposes, the input and output ratio should be 3 and 7, meaning that we only need to input enough vocabulary and grammar, and we have to spend a lot of time to train our brain to use the resources of vocabulary and grammar we have learned in the most effective and optimal way. And that is the reason why, with the current education system, we only spend time in school to cram and memorize many different vocabulary and grammar without spending enough time to practice using the resources we have learned effectively and fluently in communication. Learning English is like training 2 muscle groups, the left hand and the right hand. The left hand is the input muscle group. We learn a lot of vocabulary and grammar with the hope that our English will be better. At this time, the left muscle group develops and becomes strong. But when the right muscle group, the output muscle group, the active muscle group to speak English out, actively practice using the input to make our speech more attractive, fluent, and persuasive, this muscle group is not given enough time to practice. So if you are having trouble speaking fluent English, immediately stop cramming too much high-level vocabulary or complex grammar. At this point, you just need to practice using the English vocabulary you already have. You have already input enough vocabulary that you need, and practice for your brain to use the resources you have learned to express your ideas and opinions in the best way. Train yourself to be confident when speaking and not afraid when facing communication situations. In summary, practicing the output muscle group creates an environment for yourself continuously. Every day, practicing familiar vocabulary will be our main goal. Specifically, every day we will follow the following 3 steps to achieve the best results. The first step is input by topic. There is a fact that up to 80% of daily conversations of native speakers use only the top 1,000 most common English vocabulary words. That is why now you don't need to cram into your head too much high-level or difficult to understand vocabulary anymore. Just review and learn more about the most familiar vocabulary related to topics such as food, family, love, career, passion, and personality. Step 2. Practice speaking. If we want to practice at home alone, how can we practice speaking English most effectively? I have found a method that I find very effective. Yes, now you don't have to spend any money to be able to speak English fluently. Sounds interesting, right? So what is that method? The answer I want to mention is to practice speaking English with the GPT chat on your phone. Wow, everyone didn't hear it wrong. The latest version of the GPT chat allows us to have direct conversations with this chatbot. At this point, we can completely take advantage of the GPT chat in the process of practicing speaking to communicate more effectively. Because the wonderful thing about ChatGPT is that it not only records your answers, but also helps you give feedback on your grammar or vocabulary mistakes. Moreover, it will return a better edited version to everyone. Not to mention, if people have requests, ChatGPT will also help them upgrade their speaking to a new level. whether it's using better grammar and vocabulary or arranging sentences more effectively and sounding more natural. From there, everyone can definitely learn from ChatGPT. Practice, practice again, and surely this learning process will become much more effective and interesting. Specifically, how to do it, I will guide you now. First, everyone should download the ChatGPT app on their phone. Note that when you search for ChatGPT in the App Store, there will be many different apps, but only download the one with the line, "the official app by OpenAI." This means it is the official app released by OpenAI, which is the correct ChatGPT. Then, after you have registered or logged into your ChatGPT account on your phone, the interface will appear. At this point, all you need to do is press the headphone button in the bottom right corner of the screen to start talking to ChatGPT. For the first sentence, just clearly state that you want to practice speaking English, need it to correct your mistakes, and suggest a better answer. I need you to be like my teacher, able to give me answers and mark my statements, or my statements in the answer. It is also used to introduce a part and a better part of my answer, so that I can use it as an answer to the question. For example, now I will practice on the topic of health and happiness. Okay, so the question is, how many hours of sleep did you get last night? Was it a normal amount for you? Last night I slept for 8 hours for you. I think that's a lovely amount of sleep for a child. And luckily, this is also a normal night for me, because this year I am trying to develop and maintain a healthy sleep routine. Getting enough sleep also plays a crucial role in maintaining your mental well-being, allowing you to manage stress better and approach challenges with a clear and positive mindset. Without sufficient sleep, it's difficult to reach your full potential, as fatigue can dull your creativity, lower your motivation, and impact your overall health. That's why I prioritize sleep as a key component of a healthy and successful life. That's why in unexpected or sad times, I try to refer to it so that I can feel better in my overall health and focus on the next morning. That's a great answer. Your pronunciation and voice are very good. This is a focused version. Yesterday I slept for 8 hours, which I think is best for adults. Thank God. This is special for me because I have been focusing on developing a healthy sleep routine this year. Furthermore, ChatGPT also suggests some other vocabulary that I can use to replace and make my speech sound more natural. And if you want to learn more, you can also ask ChatGPT. Hi, can you help me suggest a better version of my last answer? Maybe you can help me suggest some advanced vocabulary. In fact, I learn English with the sole goal of communication, so I will prioritize learning vocabulary that I feel comfortable and easier to digest, rather than trying to chew on difficult vocabulary that I will not remember to use later, which is also very wasteful. Just practice, practice again, so that in the future, if we encounter this topic again, we can answer naturally and reflexively. Step 3 is to practice speaking with others. English is for communication, and whether it is good or not, it is not only about how well you pronounce, how good your vocabulary and grammar are, but it also depends on your confidence and attitude each time you speak to the person in front of you. And this confidence and attitude cannot be improved if you do not sit down to practice and talk to a real person in a real situation. I myself am the same. At the moment, besides the time I spend to be able to self-study English, I have also registered for an advanced English speaking class. It's all just to connect and chat with people. And if you don't have enough money to join such a class, you can refer to this website. This is a free website that will help you connect directly with people from other countries. At this point, you can chat with them about any topic you want. Or a second way is that you can find a like-minded friend to practice speaking English every day. For example, like me, in the past, 5:30 in the morning, my best friend and I would go to Google Meet. Choose a specific topic, ask 5 questions, and take turns answering. Honestly, during that time, my English communication skills were much better, not to mention that this learning process was also very fun, effective, and motivating. In conclusion, it is clear that English is a very powerful language in this era. It opens up many opportunities for us young people that the previous generation could not have. So everyone should quickly learn, practice, and seize these opportunities. For example, for myself, English has completely changed my life. Thanks to it, I have the opportunity to connect with many businesses in the US and Netherlands and earn a monthly income of 3,000 US dollars while still in school after just 1 year of studying. So there are many gold mines out there waiting for everyone to explore, no matter what field you are in. So everyone should try to study and practice and believe in yourself. As long as you are truly determined to spend at least 1 to 2 hours a day to improve your English, then nothing is impossible. Every opportunity will always be given to those who deserve it. Yeah, that is the end for today's topic. If you feel it useful, please give me a like and a subscribe. This will be a great motivation for me to continue creating content and sharing even more value. Thank you all. See you again.